Now, before we get onto the PulseChain updates, take a look at this. This is the HEX price right now, and it is pumping 265% year to date, up to 8.3 cents. This is excellent news. Now, updates from Richard Hart over the last few days. This is 11th and 12th, so a couple of days ago. This is a summary that someone sent to me, and it's various topics here, so we'll just go through them quickly. So PulseX and PulseChain. Aragon is now synced. Block explorers are indexing nicely. Bear markets and opportunities. Bear markets don't last forever, guys. Great opportunities come when they're over. Use the bear market to sharpen your skills. So you probably know what's happened with the bank, two banking collapses, and Circle is heavily involved in this. So Circle stands behind USDC and covers any shortfalls. Stored value money transmission regulation. Banks are going bankrupt because of government sales. So these are Richard Hart's comments. DeFi and USD. DeFi should not assume that USD is pegged to $1. Use a weighted average. DAI tracked USD almost perfectly, and it's down 10%. On the banking system. Banking system allows purchase of low yield long-term assets. System is rotten to the core. Cause of inflation and catastrophe. So that's the summarized format. Now we're going to a bit more detail. So there's two updates. I'm going to come to the more recent one next, but this is the one from about a week ago. And it says 13 hours ago, but this is a week ago now. So PulseChain news, devs news from 13 hours ago. Aragon catching up from October the 4th. Now on mainnet, panicked due to a peer being added to a time cached blacklist, which means the peer had bad data or was not responding. It was on stage 10 out of 15 and moving along nicely. Let's take a look at the screenshot. Yeah, a lot of technical stuff there. I have no idea what this is about. And if we move down to the list of updates, we see started up the sync again, and it appears to be reprocessing all the blocks from October the 4th again. It downloaded the headers and is currently downloading all the bodies stage 5 from that time. Based on the sync that just stopped, here are the times of the remaining stages. So he goes through that. Perhaps Aragon handled the panic correctly. It should have been intercepted by the recover function and not terminated the process. The panic could have happened at any given point during runtime, meanwhile while syncing or operating as normal. This server is part of building of the EBS snapshot for Aragon instances on use on V3. There's already EBS snapshot up to October the 4th, 2022. So he goes through a few more updates here. I won't go through all of this because it's quite long. Here you go. Here's the TLDR. Everything is going fine. No code needs fixed or written. We're just waiting on stuff to sync. When you start running your own validators, you'll get to run into random sniggles once in a while too. Once you're up and running, it's usually good to go for a long while. Oh, and by the way, when I say no code needs fixed or written, that's a guess, and we'll know if the guess was right or not when the V3 is launched. Right, so we'll go to the newer update now, which is this one, which is only a couple of days back now. And it's just the one of 3. This is it. PulseChain, PulseX.com, PulseChain.com update. Aragon is synced and the block explorers are indexing very nicely. Love it. So here's the screenshot. And you can see PulseChain testnet v3. So this is the private testnet. Average block time 10 seconds. Total transactions 3.6 million. Total blocks 16.5 million, and you've got some wallet addresses there. So that's the update for PulseChain and PulseX. So it looks like it's going good. So we await the V3 testnet for the public launch.